We welcome in, guys. We welcome in one of the coldest to ever do it.
Come on!
One of the hottest names in town right now. He's been labeled with the step god. Some call him Mr. Later Bolt. Mr. Farm Man. Currently averaging 63.1 points on fantasy, guys. We did our research. Warriors player number 168 joining us on the show this morning.
Please welcome
SJ Shaun Johnson, ladies and gentlemen.
You like that?
Right. Hey, that's as good as it gets. That is as good as it gets.
Well, it
I
gets
like
a little
that.
bit better because I believe, I think these days you should be called On Johnson. Because you're on, brother.
Only Johnson?
You've always been on, but you know.
That's a J-Web special, that one.
Is that
that is a J-Web special. I
What's
like
up,
that.
man? How are you this morning?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
You should be.
I'm actually pretty stoked that I've walked in here and seen my name up on the big screens. That's a lift.
I
That's
made a
lift.
call. I made a call last night.
Yep.
Yeah, graphic designer. That we is full-time employed. Nah. We didn't have staff like that.
Whatever you've done, I'm into it.
Usually, you know, on these types of things, we kind of get into, you know, sort of career and all that. But first, like, talk about today. Where are you going today, mate? You said it before we hopped on, bro. What's Shaun up to today?
Well, for all you fathers out there, you parents out
come
there,
on.
you know school holidays, we're going to Rainbow's End. And it's something that I'm actually quite excited about.
Yes.
It's something that I'm probably a little bit more excited about than Miller is. And I'm proud of that. I'm okay to announce that.
Who's got you got the squad going? Just you and Miller?
Nah, just me and Miller. Nah, I got Kayla and a couple of nieces as well, so it'll be a good day.
What a life, eh?
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
not
good
bad.
to be home, eh?
You know, you've done all right if you can go to Rainbow's End during the week.
On
hey?
a
You know
on
what I
Friday.
mean? Yeah.
Like, go to that because I know how hard it was when you left. And
Yeah.
like, so these are the moments now that you can finally sit here and go, oh my God, I
man.
can actually like sit here and I can enjoy these moments.
Right, even you know, before leaving home, you know, MJ's going to me like, "Daddy, you coming today?" Like she knows. I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm coming, all right. Like, Dad's gonna be there with you." Yeah, I'm there with you the whole way today. So yeah, these are the ones that you missed out on last year and previous years, but not anymore, man. Yeah, not anymore.
I know how much that means to you too.
Obviously, like the players that's been quite followed that narrative this season, just in terms of the players talking about how big that family time's been. But do you notice it? I wonder for MJ, you know, do you notice she notices it kind of more? Just like, hey, you're still around.
Yeah, no, bro. You know what she says? She goes like, "Hey, Daddy, you came back."
Oh, yeah.
Bro, and think about that for a second. Like that is pretty
100%.
buzzy for a 2.5-year-old to, you know, register that and be like, "Daddy, you came back from training?" You know, or like you come back to me. I'm like, "Yes, darling, I'm coming back to you every day now." So
Let me tell you how much Miller remembers. We went away for New Year's. It was the New Year's just gone, and I didn't know she was allergic to nuts. And she broke out in this hype. It was actually quite scary.
Yeah.
It was
I'll uncle
really
her.
bad.
Check the packet and all that.
But now every time she sees peanuts, she calls me Auntie Brooke.
You told me, MJ, say
Auntie
that.
Brooke just doesn't forget anything.
nah, she knows, man. And now anything that's questionable or there's a bag of nuts, she go peanuts. You know, she checks in on it. So.
Teachable lesson. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
there you
Okay,
go.
we'll talk about a lot. Can we start with league? Let's start with what an honesty hour. This
Vibes check. Let's do a vibes check.
Vibes check.
Okay, here
This
we
is you're not talking to media here. You're talking to the boys. The boys. Andrew Webster's obviously come in, and things have changed. But you can't just walk in there and something changes. Like, what has he done specifically that has changed so much about this team?
Oh man, I get asked this question a bit, and I've never been able to pinpoint one thing. You know, I don't think it's one thing that he's done. I think it's a number of things. The biggest one I've noticed is he's instilled like the belief of winning. I think, you know, he talks about winning a lot.
He can too. He's got the credentials.
Yeah, well, that's it. So he's come from an environment the last few years where all they've known is success, you know, and he comes in with that confidence, that vibe about him, you know, that he's really charismatic around it. And then you back that up with with the work we've done in the preseason, the program he's built, you know, the reps that we've done. The start of the season, we weren't sure on how we were going to go, but he knew how we were going to go. You know what I mean? And he's like, you might not. I remember him saying, "You might not believe me now, but you will. You know, like you'll believe me." And then we go out there and we win a game, we lose a game, we win a game, whatever. But to see that work and what we'd done all preseason and the belief he instilled in us actually come out onto the field for 80 minutes and then be able to sit here with you guys and you guys see it, you know, and people on the street see it. everyone's jumped back on the bus sees it. You know what I mean? Like it's really cool. You know, it's really cool for us to feel that.
Yeah, because I feel like if you're listening to this, you kind of assume like, why wouldn't someone just assume they should win? You know, for those like who sort of hear that, and maybe you've already said it by what he said to you in preseason and that. Like maybe a different question I can ask is, how do you feel about the bandwagon kind of thing? Like, I think it's like that tongue in cheek, but
yeah, it is tongue in cheek, very much tongue in cheek, bro. I'm all for it, bro, because all I want to do is.
On seats.
Bro, I just want to showcase New Zealand in a positive way, rugby league in New Zealand in a positive way. And if that means getting some people that necessarily weren't fans before we were going well, they want to jump on now and be a part of it, like, all good, come on. You know?
What about this? Because I watch, obviously when your friends are playing and you see them run out, you're like, okay, that's my friend, I see him running out, that's the person I look at. But you smile when you run out and you kind of like look around. Run us through that feeling when you run out of the tunnel. 23,000, like, and then you guys go on and win the game.
No, that's a void. All right, that is a void. Yeah. Holy. So that's something like even at this part of my career, you just never get sick of. Like it's something that you can never ever get sick of, and you never take for granted. Especially with the last few years, I think coming home and the appreciation of that, being able to experience like your own fans in your own stadium, in a place that you feel so comfortable in. Yeah, you got to take it in, bro. And all I can do is smile. Like I run out there. That's our favourite part of the week, right? Like that's the fun. That should be the fun part of the week. We get to go showcase and put on a show and sort of express ourselves, and to be able to do that in front of like you said, 20,000 odd at Mount Smart. There's no better place to do it.
Absolutely, it's been a moment of the NRL premiership so far this year, but that comeback against the Cronulla Sharks. Upon reflecting,
that one felt good, my brother.
You all got to feel like.
Yeah, hey, my boys, how you doing? Nah.
Can a two-part question? When you say that felt good, why did it feel good?
Look, there's a number of reasons it felt good. Obviously, one, I want to say this correctly. Like when you get pushed on from a club for someone else, there's always that little bit of a chip on your shoulder, and that's what happened with me at Cronulla, and I understand it and I get it, and it's not pittiness. It's a game, 100%. It's a business, and far out, we'll just say Nico Holmes, he's a gun anyway, right? So he's a freak. So there's not a bad person to be replaced by. But to go there and then come back from how we came back, like the chats that we were having at half time, they were just all positive, all like, boys, like, let's go have a proper crack at this, you know what I mean? Let's see what we can do. And we just went out and did exactly what we spoke about doing. So that's why that felt good. It was nothing, we didn't invent anything, we didn't come up with something new in the space of 40 minutes. We literally just went out and did what we'd practiced to do, and it actually got us a result from massive.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because I'm very I understand players, you want to keep a certain level of secrecy in terms of those moments. But was there like a cool moment now that you've reflected in that comeback, or like remember when you said that, or remember when we did that? Like
no, bro, there's a couple like half time. I remember like Jazz Tavanga's walking around the sheds going, what a story it would be, man. What a story it would be. And then I've always said, like, when I'm joking around with my mates and we do something cool, or like even like something as little as you hit a good golf shot when you're not a good golfer, you say, I'm going to tell my grandkids about that one day. Yeah. It was that sort of vibe, bro. And we're down 20 points at Cronulla, and we've still got that little bit of like juviousness about us.
Have you had that in the Warriors locker room in the past? So something new and special.
Something new. And I remember
Jazz,
but like Webby sat on that chair at halftime. And those speeches can go one or two ways. Down 20 points, you come and you get a rocket, and you sort of lose a message within it all, but it does give you a bit of a... Or you get a guy come in looking like we could be up by 20 points right now, and he's just chilling in his seat going, boys, yous are so close.
Oh, my God.
And when he was doing that, I've gone to sit up like that. I've gone, hang on, we're a hot chance here. Yeah. So, there's moments like that.
Come on, baby. What a story. I didn't take that home.
Can we talk about the stats?
Okay, might as well.
Like, it's working. Something's working. You're still winning the games.
Yeah, bro, we just make it. It's like we don't want to play the game the easy way. Hey, we've obviously addressed it. We talk about it, but for some reason, it's just been a poor part of our season so far. And it's cool that we can come back, but sometimes you can leave yourself with too much work to do. And to be fair, bro, like, you've almost got to be perfect if you want to pull off those awesome comebacks, And
you're too good these days, right?
Nah, like every team's so good. And you look at us a couple of weeks ago against the Knights, we gave them a good lead too. And really, are they a better side than Cronulla? Probably not. but we weren't perfect in that second half, and we fell short, you know. So
I was encouraged watching that game though, because it looked like you kept your up
Yeah,
for it still,
and that's
making
the thing.
tackles,
That's-
trying to score.
that's probably the takeaway out of all of it, bro. Is we don't actually ever feel like we're out of a game. So yeah.
Moving on from the game now, because I'm sure you get asked that a lot. I saw on the Warriors socials people asking for top 5 their top Warriors players of all time. Just real quick, no order. Top 5 Warriors players of all time for you, and it can include ones that maybe people won't understand, or like your favorite.
Yep. Okay. Off the top of my head, I'd go Stacey.
Mm-hmm.
Just gun. Simon Mannering.
Yeah,
Freak.
solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
I'll go Michael Luck.
Wow, they say Michael Luck came up a lot.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, bro. I'll go Big Manu.
You have to.
And oh man, here we go. I'll go a Lance Hohire.
Wow.
Hurricane, babe. Hurricane, babe.
Huntley Hurricane.
Yeah.
You know the name I hear a
I
lot?
like that one.
Clinton Torpy.
Yeah, like look, bro. There's so many great warriors,
It's just
right?
yeah.
Francis Melly. They could all
for days.
find some. Yeah, but
What
I
made
mean-
Lance? I feel like Lance is underrated on that list, but you put him in there.
Yeah,
like,
I put him in there. So Lance was in his last year when I was in my first year, and I thought for a guy that had done it all, you know, essentially played crazy games. Kiwis, that guy I grew up idolising, he made me feel very, very welcome. And I remember that, like you learn these lessons from like Benji. I always say Benji's another one, you know, like how they make you feel when you come into an environment, because they don't actually have to do, you know, like they're.
Oh, Benji the man.
Benji was the man
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
but like Lance was the guy for me at the Warriors, where like he'd pull me aside. I remember grand final week of my first year, just little things like, bro, SJ, like take it all and absorb this because it goes like that, you know, like little things. And I just remember, and then obviously the way you played, like, yeah, it's just cool to rub shoulders with. Yeah.
Speaking of Benji, your Mount Rushmore of steppers.
Can include touch players, rugby, anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Put yourself in there
So
too.
we're putting Shaun up there.
You have to be in there.
Oh,
Don't be humble about it. You're in there.
No, yeah, I'm up there.
Yeah.
I'll go, yeah, Benji. How many are on that?
Four.
I'll
Four.
go
Okay.
Roger.
Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Bro, Roger's,
He doesn't. He wouldn't make a step list, but he's there. I don't know.
he's there, bro.
Is it
You
just
got
me?
to witness him firsthand to
Yeah.
appreciate exactly.
Can you
Yeah,
explain this?
nah.
Because I feel like when I watch him, he'll step you like right in front of you.
Okay, so
how does that
this
work?
is Roger's ability. You'll be running down on a kick chase. I remember playing him years ago, and all week you've gone Roger Tuivasa, Sheck, left foot.
Left. Yeah.
We're running down there. Left foot connected as is a line. One of the boys left foot, dos left foot, and just you know it's coming, but it doesn't matter.
Wow.
So he's at that level where you know exactly what's coming, but it doesn't matter. He'll still do it. You're not talking him out of doing it, and he'll
still
toast you
going
out.
left.
Yeah, he's still going left every day. Yeah, and he gets you.
And I heard something he was doing an interview, and his dad said that he had to learn how to step but keep the same speed,
Yeah, well,
which
that's-
is borderline impossible when you're going at that pace, and that's what he
but
had.
he's got that.
Okay, so we
wow.
got Benji, we got yourself,
Damn, that's
we got RTS, we got one more. We got space for one.
Oh, bro.
Hey, for content's sake, you're up there, but let's give you 2 more if you need it. Or not. You just chuck one.
Man, I got those 3. Like I think Kalen Ponga, but league step. So I know there's videos of him playing touch. I don't really see the step in touch, but what he does on the league field.
Pause for a
Well,
second. What's the difference?
So, like, it's similar to Roger, right? Roger will step you to almost go through you. You know what I mean? Where, like, if you watch my touch steps and or whatever, that's like to not even get near you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you played nines, you were doing touch steps.
Yeah, like when I was playing nines, it's like different, bro.
Do you
Yeah, I
have
get
a step mode in your head? You're like, I'll do touch steps today.
No, I ain't going down this path all of a sudden. I'm listening to this on the way home going, bro, what are you on about, Sean?
No.
You're on step mode.
You done it.
Yeah. I'll throw Ponga up there, league, and who else, bro?
Nehe?
Nehe was good. Yeah, he was good.
In-game stepper.
Yeah,
he's
he was
unreal.
good.
That's a
That's
Mount
a
Rushmore.
Mount
Mount
Rushmore.
Rushmore.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
bad, man.
Love that you put RTS on that. I wouldn't have thought that, but it makes
Yeah.
complete sense.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
But you also, we went out for dinner the other night, and Sean is
Hey.
once he locks in on something, it's all in. Favorite TV shows at the moment? Yeah, like he makes people stop what you're eating. Kids are running around. Let's all gather around. Okay, this is what we're.
No.
Well, you make people listen. You're like, no. I'm having a yarn here.
Just
Are you
stop.
listening?
Stop right now. No. Okay, if you're listening to this, watching this, whatever you're doing, do yourself a favour and watch Daisy Jones and the Six.
Oh, that's what they were going off about.
What is that
Daisy
about?
Jones and the Six. It's like, I wish it was based off a true story because it could quite easily be based off a true story. It follows like a band, but that come back and do an interview about how they fell apart. Type vibe, but it's all actors. I think it's loosely based off of Stevie Nicks and that sort of vibe.
Oh, Fleetwood Mac?
Like, I don't know, but yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So that's unreal.
I really liked it. I mean, I could probably get slammed for that, but that's what I've.
That's
what
I
I recommend. Yeah.
Why did it connect with you? Like, why does it resonate? Because you're a deep thinker, man. Like, there must be something that goes on in that TV show that's hit you different.
I don't know.
What? I was going to say because it's easy watching, so that's probably not deep thinking. But I just like the vibe, bro. I like I don't know. I liked a lot of things about it. Yeah, the story. To be fair, the storyline is it's very good, and it makes you want to watch the next episode. So, yeah.
Speaking of next, interesting question because you're at, I guess, the tail end, and we don't know how much longer you've got left.
Yep.
You are one of the most, if not the most competitive people that I've ever met. So much. Let me tell you a very quick story about how competitive Shaun is.
Yeah, tell me.
We went away for same New Year's. New Year's we just went to, and we were playing darts. Rubbish darts, the worst darts you've ever seen in your life. I'm toasting them. I'm killing them. Shaun walks away for 5 minutes, comes back with a brand new set of darts that no one, including his wife, is allowed to use.
No way.
So how are you going to maintain that competitiveness that's all you've known? Where do we shift?
Yeah, how do you contain it?
I need to ask this. In the 5 minutes, what were you contemplating? Like, if I have to go get my own darts, do I look like that guy?
No.
Where are those darts?
See, Jordan, there was none of that at all, mate. It was purely, it was not about what I would look like, right? I was very comfortable with what I would look like. It was more that I can't let Brooke fucking beat me, bro.
And I heard you did one.
Yeah.
I
come back and then he was going, by the end of it, he was going, oh, give me a turn with yours then, eh?
And you wouldn't let me touch his darts.
Touch him, bro.
Can I ask another question? Because I was in the vicinity of Mangawhai that New Year's, and this guy came across because I feel like he was in trouble. Can you tell me, did he break a painting? Hey! Can you tell me about that story?
That. We can all share stories here. It's a safe space.
He came to my house on New Year's at one point for a couple hours, and he was like, I think I'm in trouble.
I look over and I'm looking around just admiring, going, man, like, a little pats on the back. All your friends are there, and you're walking around, you're looking around, you go, man, you're just very proud of what you've created and, the people you've got around you. And then I just look at Brooke. And do I say the other bro? Nah, we'll just say Brooke and one of our mates.
It would have been Akita.
And they're
100%.
And they're those ones, when you get into that space at New Year's and you're just loving everyone, and they're just looking at each other and they're, I love you. I can see what they're doing. They're dapping each other up. I also love you also. Thank you for being for life also. And they were that horse, lad. They did it and they tripped and both went bang. Broke a nice piece of art. Glass smashed. And it's probably why he left the premises. He just needed to go and,
You handled that very, very graciously. I'm sorry.
Hey, before we wrap up soon, Shaun, I wanted to ask this question personally because I've been watching what you've been doing and the boys and that, and it's almost like just to get back to League real quick, it's kind of like this narrative of like, oh, Shaun Johnson's back, or like he's back to this these winning ways, and look at him, like look what he can do, and I just think like if that Shaun was always there, that player was always there, and have you reflected on that and just thinking about the new coach and this new environment, like we don't maybe get to see that Shaun again, but how many players like you aren't having a season like this, but that player's still in them, or I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro, because to be fair, man, when I hear people say that, it sort of doesn't really sit well with me, because I actually don't think the level I'm playing at right now I've actually produced before. So I
you need to kind of explain that, because you've
yeah,
explained that
so
to me.
I think I've been different players, right? So earlier in my career, I was explosive. I was the fast step. the highlights as such. But people were quick to forget. I was getting bagged then. I've got receipts on what people were saying about me from my first game through to my 150th game. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's that player, but he can't control a team. He can't kick well. He's not a game manager. He doesn't defend well. But I was always the guy that could light up a show and, you know, make people want to play the game just through something that's a highlight.
Yeah.
So when people want to sit here and say now, like, he's back, like, I haven't run the length of the field once this year. I haven't stepped 5 people, you know what I mean? Like, so how can I be back? Like, that hasn't been there. But what I'm doing now and why I'm feeling so confident with my game is I'm doing bits of everything, I feel like. You know, I feel like I'm very clear about my role in the side. I feel like I can get the boys around the park. I feel like I'm confident in who I am and my abilities and through the work I've done during the pre-season. I feel like I know what to do at what time. And I'm kicking well, I'm defending well, but I'm not doing the stuff that Shaun Johnson's back.
Yeah.
If you think about it, you know. So it doesn't really make sense to me when people say that because I feel like I am a different player.
100%.
And I'm very happy with the player I've, started out this season playing like, you know, like it's something I'm very proud about and proud of. So, yeah, that's probably the easiest way to sum it up. So I don't actually think I'm back as such, but what I am back to is I'm back to enjoying it.
Come on.
I'm back to smiling. I'm back to being happy because I think if people want to say that, then that does make sense. You know, like I wasn't happy last year. I'm the first to admit it, you know. So I'm back to being happy. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we can see it. Hey, that's how you wrap up the chat with Mr. Shaun Johnson. Hey, my boy.
Hang on, no bad juju. I don't say make top 8. Are we going to win? Just separate, regardless of results, what will finishing the year look like successful to you?
Oh, bro, I haven't actually thought about the outcome as such, eh? I'm not even thinking that far ahead. Yeah, like you just stay present, you stay within the process. And I just think if we continue this mindset of we just want to get better each week, you know, it's as simple as that. Results will flow, they'll come, they'll go, we'll win, we'll lose, but we're learning all the time. So I just want to stay there, yeah.
Work it.
My boy. Shaun Johnson, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Hey, and success this
I love
weekend. Come on, Storm.
Shaun Johnson, the
love that.
legend, the father, the husband who happens to play league. Let's go.
Go to Rainbows in. Hey, you want to sign everyone out? This is our weekend. Enjoy the weekend. Tell everyone to have a great weekend.
Hey, to the shifters out there, enjoy the
on.
weekend, baby.
Do the
I hope
dishes.
you enjoyed the listen. Do the dishes, and we'll see you next week.
Come on, baby!